NUGGY, class is officially in session. Ow, 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 ow. Where's my ruler? Yes, that is right, students. Today, we are learning a very important lesson of the history and background of fried chicken. And there will be a test at the very end. And any student who fails will get fried. What I mean? Oh, don't worry! The test has not started yet! There is one question and one question only on this big test. And the question is, what is the best sauce to dip your nuggies in? I need your answers in 3, 2, 1! Well then, wasn't expecting that one. Family, today we show you all of the hidden secrets in K-pop Demon Hunters and all of its deep, deep lore. What secrets hide in the lyrics of your favorite song? Where does Derpy the Tiger really come from? And what does the name of this movie really mean? Family, I promise you, the secrets hidden inside of today's video will shock you. Smash like on today's video right now to know all of these K-pop Demon Hunter secrets. Let's get this video to 5,000 likes so we make sure all of the secrets in today's video enter into your minds. I don't think I can tell you the secrets. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Secret number 1, the animals. Throughout the movie of K-pop Demon Hunters, we see 2 very specific animals, Derpy the tiger and Sussy the magpie bird. Although we love these 2 animals for being cutesy and really cute, a secret you might not know about these animals is that they actually come from a famous genre of Korean folklore paintings. Hundreds of years ago during the Joseon dynasty, these paintings were enjoyed by common people, and it's actually called takhodo. Now family, throughout this video, I'm gonna do my best at explaining these Korean cultural contexts, but if you want to learn more in-depth, amazing explanations further about all the K-pop Demon Hunters lore, you should definitely check out the channel Talk to Me in Korean, because they explain the entire movie so well. They have multiple videos on K-pop Demon Hunters, and there is so much great information on that channel, so I highly recommend you go check them out. Back to these amazing paintings represented by Sussy and Derpy in the movie called takhodo.
takhodo.
Tak means magpie, which is Sussy the bird. Ho means tiger, represented by Derpy. And do means painting. So put it all together, we got birds, we got tigers, and we also got an amazing Korean style of painting. Usually this style of painting has both the tigers and the birds in the same picture, but what the channel of Talk to Me in Korean explained is that in these original style paintings, there wasn't really any birds with 3 different eyes, especially on the same side, because he literally looks like a Samsung Galaxy phone. That is a great observation. Another really interesting secret about these magpies is apparently when they squeak and when they call, in older style Korean beliefs, it actually means that somebody is about to be welcoming a brand new guest. Who is this guest gonna be? Are they gonna be nice? Are they gonna be mean? We don't know. But what we do know is when that magpie cries, somebody is on the way. These magpie birds are very cautious, have very good memory, so they would technically be the first to know if some secret, mysterious human has been entering a new part of town. They're basically like the neighborhood security guard, and if a newbie be coming, they're gonna quack and quack and quack. Because yes, family, they are not a duck, but I bet you they can make sounds like that. Because to BH, all birds to me sound the same. They can be weird. And Loki kinda scare me. Family, make sure you watch to the end of today's video to see the exact foods that our beloved Huntrix girls eat in the movie. Secret number 2, the hidden song meanings. All right, family, we all have our favorite song from K-pop Demon Hunters. Maybe it's Golden, maybe it's Soda Pop, maybe it's even Your Idol. We be singing these songs, we be screaming them from the rooftops. But family, did you know that that even though these songs that we're singing are mostly in the English language, there's actually certain parts of these songs that will only make sense in the Korean language. So if we find out the secrets of what these parts mean in the Korean language, then that means we can enjoy the songs even more and understand more of the lore. It's like learning a brand new song all over again. Kind of. Okay, so our amazing Korean teacher here is going to help us break down these Korean parts of these songs so we can better understand these secrets of what the movie was trying to tell us. Lyric analysis number 1. Okay, here we got the song Your Idol by the Saja Boys. You're about to hear this specific part in Korean.
Play me on repeat, 끝없이 in your head.
See, family, do you see this lyric? It says play me on repeat. Then we have a word in Korean, and then it follows by the English words in your head. So we have this Korean word right here called 끝없이. And I am very sorry if I did not say that properly. But right here on the screen is how you're supposed to spell it out. But what does this Korean word mean in English? Well, family, this word translates to the English word endlessly. The first part means end, and the second part means be not there, or another way of saying not having an end. So this word basically means without an end, which would make this secret expression in the song Your Idol mean play me on repeat without an end in your head, which is another way of saying play me on repeat forever. That makes it sound a lot more intense. Lyric analysis number 2. Okay, this one looks a lot longer than our first lyric analysis. The first part meaning my, the second part meaning bliss/entrancement, and the last part meaning intoxicated. So from the learnings of our Korean teacher, he says that this phrase is usually meant in a positive way. It means something is very good, very splendid. Maybe somebody is entranced by someone and they can't get enough, which would make this next phrase in the song Your Idol meaning intoxicated by my bliss, you can't look away, which is another way of saying you can't get enough of the positive parts of me, so you can't look away, which is represented right here in this scene of K-pop Demon Hunters when the Saja Boy fans and Zoe are looking straight at the Saja Boys concert, entranced in the amazing songs that they sing, and they're so locked into what they're seeing in the concert, so they literally cannot look away. Lyric analysis number 3. Okay, next up we got a phrase, and then the English word fame, another Korean phrase, and then the words I'm your idol. So the first word
빛이 나는
means shining and radiant, and the second half means come out. Bring that together, and it makes the words to which light comes out. So this would mean the first part of our lyric means shining fame, and the second phrase sounds like this.
계속 외쳐
And that means continuously to shout, which translates to keep shouting, which would mean this next full set of lyrics would mean shining fame, keep shouting cause I'm your idol. And that is exactly what all of the fans do in K-pop Demon Hunters. They keep cheering and shouting for their favorite K-pop artists, Huntrix and the Saja Boys. Secrets number 3. The title of the movie. We all know the K-pop Demon Hunters movie as K-pop Demon Hunters because that is how it's written in English. But did you know the Korean spelling of K-pop Demon Hunters actually means the exact same thing in Korean? And this is how it looks spelled right here. So now if we put the English version and the Korean version side by side, almost the exact same, but what our Korean teacher has taught us is that it almost feels a little bit longer in the Korean language. And with this being the case, some people in Korea actually just call it by its initials, KDEHAN.
KDEHAN.
And this would basically be just the initials of the first part of the 3 words. And another secret is that the Saja Boys, who work with the evil Goima, is also a play on words in the Korean language because the word Saja actually means lion. And that is exactly why the Saja Boys use this logo right here for all of their band merch and their light up handheld toys, because this logo is of a very creepy lion. lion head. But family, this is where it gets very tricky and very interesting because our Korean teacher has taught us that there is 2 different ways that you can actually pronounce the word saja in the Korean language. Number 1 being saja, which is the lion version. And then there's version number 2 where you pronounce the word with a longer vowel, saja.
사자,
It actually means an envoy or emissary, which is basically a person who's sent somewhere for a special occasion. Which is kind of funny that the Saja boys are called this because last time I checked, the Saja boys are on Earth for a very, very specific mission to basically ruin the entire world. And this word Saja is also part of this Korean word, which means a messenger of the underworld or the death angel. Like what? This could not be a more perfect explanation of the evil Sasha boys in the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. But I don't know, family, what do you think? Because this word basically means the Korean Grim Reaper. And if that's not scary, I don't know what is. So are the Sasha boys actually Grim Reapers in the K-pop Demon Hunters? Not exactly, but they do definitely look a lot like them. They're wearing some cloaks, they're wearing black clothes, even some creepy hats too. So there is definitely some connection there between the evilness of this boy band and the evilness of these ghost and Grim Reapers from the underworld. Speaking of the underworld, why don't we talk a little bit of our buddy Guima? Guima is the demon boss in the K-pop Demon Hunters. And what our Korean teacher has very thoughtfully explained is that Guima actually stands for the Korean word magui, which is basically just the name Guima reversed. And this word in the Korean language means demon, devil, and evil spirit. Very sus, I know. First part of the word means demon, and the second part of the word, something even better, means a ghost. So add those 2 together and you have family, you see how that goes. Secret number 4, Rumi's doctor visit. Okay, we all remember the part in the movie where Rumi went to the doctor once she started to lose her voice. She was really scared that she wouldn't be able to sing anymore because every time she tried to sing the high notes that she always used to do, for some reason, family, the voice was not letting any of the regular sound come through. It was sounding weird, it was sounding cracky, and it was just not really sounding good. So in the movie, Rumi went to this clinic right here called Han, and this is supposed to be a Korean herbal clinic that would fix her throat. So the secret behind this Korean herbal clinic actually lies within its name. The word Han followed by the Korean letters beside it
한의원,
actually means Korean acupuncture and herbal clinic. This part of the word right here, Wiwon, actually means clinic, and the way that they categorize clinics in Korea is actually if they have under or over 30 beds to serve patients. But if the establishment has over 30 beds to treat patients, then it would actually be characterized as something else called this.
병원,
And then that would be described as a hospital. And also something to note, a doctor can also be called this in Korea, but it does have different Chinese characters behind it. Secrets number 5, the iconic landmarks. There are many amazing places depicted in K-pop Demon Hunters that are real spots in the country of Korea. Here you can see K-pop Square, followed by Cheongnam Bridge, and then we even have the Seoul Tower. Naksan Park is also very beautiful in the movie and in real life. And there's even Bukchon Hanok Village, which many people still live in Korea to this day. The movie does have slight modifications from these original places in real life. For example, the Seoul Tower doesn't actually have a giant mega concert amphitheater like K-pop Demon Hunters has in the movie, but it is still a very iconic spot and definitely worth a visit if you're ever in the country. Secret number 6, hidden culture. There are lots of Easter eggs hidden inside of K-pop Demon Hunters that if you've ever visited Korea, if you're Korean, or if you just have knowledge of different cultures, you might see the movie and go, oh, Well, that seems very familiar. One example would be right here with Jinu walking on the street late at night. You actually see beside him a giant parking sign which actually says, "Do not park. Parking prohibited. No parking. Nobody needs to be here." But it's also kind of funny because in this movie, the exact same spots that you see the no parking sign, you also see a bunch of cars parked. Yes, there's a bunch of cars parked in the no parking signs. And that is really funny because also in Korea, apparently this is also the case. It's quite common for many cars to be parked on the sides of the streets in Korea with narrow lanes or sometimes even backed up traffic. Another interesting moment is when you see the girls of Huntrix enjoying their delicious meals. What you will notice is that there's actually chopsticks on top of a napkin when they're eating out at a restaurant, which is very popular in Korean culture to not only be respectful, but to also keep your chopsticks clean. And then what about here when the Saja boys were first seen in public singing their soda pop song? You see a bunch of people wearing all different types of clothing, which is definitely common clothing to be seen during different seasons of the year. We got short sleeves, we got jackets, we got hats, we got all of that. And might I add, the style looks incredible. The weather of this time in autumn was definitely depicted very well in the movie, says our Korean teacher. And another thing to note of Huntrix when they were eating all of their food before the show, because when Huntrix was eating all of these foods, there was actually a couple different brands and names of popular foods that are actually eaten in Korea. So if you watch K-pop Demon Hunters again, it might be interesting to take a second look and just recognize all these different foods and brands that these girls are eating, because next time you're in Korea, you might see them in the grocery store. If you liked today's video, smash like and subscribe to AnythingAlexia right now before we hit 10 million subscribers. Click any video right here to watch the next AnythingAlexia secret video, and click right here to go get Baby Nuggy and Saucy Nuggy plushies at shopalexia.com. Me and all the Nuggy Land characters love you so much, and we'll see you all in tomorrow's video.